thing.
Okay, today we are going to talk about your experience of touring Korea and about finals. Okay, first let's talk about your trip experience first. Who go first? Bernard?
Oh, okay, yeah.
How was your trip?
Really good.
Yeah, very.
I've only been here 4 days, but it feels like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
so tired, doing a lot of stuff.
Okay. What was the impressive experience?
Nightlife is really awesome. The food is really good.
Yeah.
Can't get enough of that Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
And people in Korea are very nicely dressed and good looking.
Okay.
So.
Amen.
How about you, Alex?
It's good. Been here for 2 days, so also feels like it's already been a week. I came from I was doing a lot of partying back home, so I came here and the parties are even bigger here. So the nightlife is insane. The girls are hotter.
Oh yeah.
There's not much I can say. The food is good, cheap, and I like walking around, so it's fun. And the subways are convenient, so I can do whatever I want here. And I'm here with no plans, no itinerary, so just moving at my own pace, and it's been good.
Okay. Yes.
Well, I like Seoul.
Yeah.
It's better than Norway. The nightlife is good. Many people out. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And the city is very clean. You feel very safe here. So and all the stores are open at night. That's good. And the metro is very easy. That's very good. And cheap. And the taxi is very cheap also.
Definitely safe here, though.
Yeah,
I
very
leave
safe.
my stuff all the time.
Okay. It's time for your turn.
I was finished where you started. I love the taxis there, but it's kind of hard because they're not so good in English, most of the taxi drivers. So, but you just you show them where you want to go and they get you there. And it's super clean here and you feel safe walking around. It's and the people here are so great. And I like the DMC tour.
DMZ?
When we were at the DMC, it felt like we were standing in Minister in Lord of the Rings and we were watching Mordor.
It felt like that.
The Mordor were very quiet. And we were just standing there.
Wow.
And the nightclubs are great and the people are just so good. And they're hospitable and they're so good, nice to foreigners and
Okay.
I like Korea because it feels like Canada, but at the same time we have the luxury of having everything really cheap, nice weather, and everything. I don't know. Everything feels perfect the way it is here.
Yeah.
The only thing that I could think of that's sort of was the train stations being really, really hot. That's it. Everything else is fine, but especially coming here for the nightlife. Nightlife's Koreans go hard. Too hard. Too hard.
Okay. Now let's change to subject to League of Legends final, right? Okay.
his voice is dead.
Yeah, he can't talk.
Yeah. Okay. How was the matches?
Really
From the semi-final or?
Final, just final.
Just final yesterday?
Yeah, final.
I was glad at least Starhorn won one game,
Yeah.
but Samsung White did really good in every single game.
He crushed them.
Yeah, so it wasn't.
That first game of Something White was like perfect.
They just
you knew they won in 5 minutes. It was over.
First time when Mara's going back just to getting 2 greens and 1 pink, and he just like warded up the other line. They had full control from just like 5 minutes into the game. You know, it was like.
And a lot of the things was like there were skirmishes, and like a lot of those skirmishes were so close. So it's like even though like at the end of the day Samsung White won the game, but like even a lot of the early game skirmishes, even though Samsung White did take some advantages, if they lost like some of those fights, because those fights were close every single time, it could have easily gone the other way.
Yeah, the first ones.
The first game and second game, they had a lot of skirmishes. The third game was, the fourth game as well. They had a lot of bad skirmishes where Star and Royal, if they won those, the game would have went longer.
Yeah, since then, from the first in Wade, when Jace went to like 2 HP and then
he did that more than once.
More than once. It was like
there were several fights, like even in the bottom where Corrin picked Jace. Jace flashed for Talon when he could have just eat Talon to get to the other side and then get to Rengar, but then he tried to 1v1 Rumble by running right into him while Rumble had overheat and the famous spinner on. So it's like, okay, well, I don't know why he didn't just auto attack from range. So it's like little things like that cost the game.
What about when Insect just walked away?
He did that multiple times.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
he
1 HP
for dry.
But he didn't get that kill that one time mid lane.
Right.
Remember that?
But then after that, all of his courage was gone.
you saw
leaving his team away and then leaving him to die.
Yeah, like honestly, the biggest difference I think is Danny just showed he was the significant.
Yeah, that Rengar game, he had 100%.
They let him have it twice.
Legendary.
Even without Rengar though, he was there for every fight.
Yeah, he had 100% participation
he was
for one game.
He was always there. Insect was always late, or if Dandy made a move, Insect didn't make a move. He wasn't ganking bottom. He wasn't ganking mid. Dandy just had full control the whole game.
But if Insect made a move, Dandy was
He was there.
Especially when he Pantheon ulted the bottom line.
Like when they finally got off that Rengar ult with Ori ult.
That was sick.
Oh my god. Like I only saw a video of that in like Korean solo queue like maybe a year ago, and they finally. Huh?
Did he W when he jumps in, or was he?
I think he
E. No, he always E.
He always E.
Well, after R, you stun them directly.
Stunned them, and it didn't matter because he got
stunned them. Oh my god, that was so beautiful. The one thing I noticed was like the TPs were like perfect timing for each team. Like every time somebody would skirmish bot lane, the TPs were like Cola's like but like they knew like they should teleport, but Cola went anyways, even though he saw them losing the fight.
Which is one especially bad one when it was
like you saw discrepancies. It was mid, top, and jungle. Like just couldn't compare to something like mid, top, and jungle. The only team that could compare was AD and support. That was the only lane that Royal Club was
the
beating.
one thing I was worried about was like when I forgot his name. Not him, Uzi. When Uzi was starting to push Imp back as Triss, it was like Triss versus Twitch or something like that. And he was starting to push him back to the tower, and I was like, how are they gonna make this work? I forgot who their jungler was during that game, but
they lost.
I think it was game 3.
J4.
Yeah, well, it was J4, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was unsure what they were gonna do with that, because it's Tristana. Don't ever let Tristana push you in.
Well,
but
you
I
have
don't
no
know.
choice when you're Twitch, right? She out harasses you with.
Did they play Braum? Or did
Braum? When they won
Braum twice, I think.
3 and 4 was the Braum.
Yeah, it was good.
He played Twitch every time.
But the Mato deserved the MVP. Did you see him? He was like, it was legendary. Just like, when a Pantheon ulted and the bottom lane where Rengar, it was mostly the Janna. He hits him with a tornado. But when Pantheon W to stun, it cancelled the W because of the tornado.
The biggest thing that lost in that team fight as well is Braum missed his ultimate completely.
Nobody. Are you talking about the dragon fight?
No, the bottom tower dive. The first Pantheon ult.
The tower dive. It's like getting pizza.
You know,
American.
Mm.
Americans got that.
You gotta get pizza.
I assumed that they were going to go to Game 5, the dream.
Yeah, I wanted 3-2. But all wins were 20 minutes. They were like 20-minute wins.
Except for, actually, Game 3 was...
That's because Samsung White's better defenders than Royal Club.
Congrats to Starhorn
they just
though.
didn't have any wave pushing.
Yeah, sure.
They had Fizz.
No wave clear. My Fizz was like 1-5.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. Can you imagine if if Samsung White had that lead on the Royal Club, they would have won that game in 30 minutes.
Right, well,
but that's what I'm saying. The Royal Club couldn't end the game on Samsung White as fast as White can end the game on Royal Club because that's how good they are. Right?
They were half trolling though. I mean, you pick Fizz and Singe. I mean, that's not even their best guys.
No, they played it before. They played against TSM as well.
Yeah, but they lost that too.
Yeah, they
But
did.
so
That's how they lost.
They didn't lose the Singe game. They won the Singe game.
Okay.
They lost.
You can tell when they feel like
lost when they
screwing
picked troll
around.
picks. What did they pick again?
Yeah, that's what I
They just
thought.
picked too many squishies, that's what they did.
They picked like really troll picks.
Yeah, Singe.
The TSM
You
game.
Singe never was in anything.
It was like
He just was in top.
Fizz into Rise, right?
Yeah, Fizz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
the Fizz one is that.
Fizz mid, Rise top.
He dominated Samsung White with Samsung Blue with Fizz. You guys forget, man.
Yeah.
He
His
completely
Fizz is
destroyed
good.
them.
Yeah, but you can
Fizz is
tell when they want to screw around, like that's what you would pick. And then even if they lose that, they get to say, "Oh, we beat you with this crappy comp.
Yeah.
You're really bad." And I think that's what they wanted to do. And then when they realized that Starhorn can actually put up with it, they just went
They
back
just
to the
went back
regular.
to their strong picks.
Yeah,
And then they
they
won.
didn't want to
again.
screw around
Easy,
with the
easy.
Game 4 loss.
Okay.
But Royal Club also played a lot better that game. Like I think you guys
Yeah,
are
they played
taking
good.
a lot away from.
Yeah, I don't
that
think
they were
that at all.
trolling
But
because
yeah.
you know he picked
Yeah,
when
that's
he
what I'm
picked
saying.
when he picked Singe into Maokai against TSM.
Yeah,
he
he
dominated.
crushed him.
And when
But that's TSM. You can't compare Dyrus to Cola.
but when you also picked Fizz into
Right.
TF in Samsung White versus
Yeah.
Samsung Blue, he also dominated. Like I think you guys underestimate the
What do you mean?
matchups.
I don't think the troll pick. I don't think the troll pick at
I
all.
don't think they're troll picks at all. I think they just got outplayed that game.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
made a lot of bad skirmishes.
Yeah.
And like
The second game, they
and like what I was saying
But
earlier, right?
They,
Like,
they had to win early with that comp,
Yeah,
but they had no wave players.
It
So
was-
and it's like I was
You
saying
can't
earlier,
compare
too,
the
right? Like,
mechanics
it's like
of a player like that.
when you
Right, but Cola was...
when you have like a lot of those early fights that always ending up so close.
Not
in all
really.
games,
Yeah.
and World Club
The game
takes
is-
them,
the game-
then World Club
What
takes
is
the
this
lead and they
Yeah,
win.
they win.
It's just like if they had those with leads, they would have won.
yeah.
And maybe Irelia if they decided to take it out.
Yeah, Cola's limited champion.
Very, very
Doesn't help.
limited.
He's gone. He's gonna be gone.
No, I don't think he'd be gone.
Okay. Can you change the subject to another one? I'd like to talk about the events of yesterday. Yeah, the boosts, the event boosts like Nvidia or Logitech and inner and
The what?
inner events like shooting some goose or Imagine Dragons.
Oh yeah.
Or even some kind of those event. How was that event? Not match.
Oh,
Was it
the
like
event?
It was event.
I think we all can admit Imagine Dragons was fantastic.
God.
Yeah.
They killed
That
it.
was the best 12
And-
minutes of my life.
Can I say something since I've been to the last two as well?
Yeah.
I do have to say from season 2 to season 3 to season 4 that they've considerably upped each year.
Yeah.
And then this year by far has been the best. They went all out. They never had a headliner. They never had anyone have a closer. They didn't give us as much as they did. They didn't give us a meal before in the other ones. So I do have to say that they went all out and really helped to try to give the fan what they needed.
Yeah.
On top of what we also needed to eat and go to the
they
store.
gave us so much swag.
It was just they
I mean, hospitality.
they just keep going better and better, and I have no clue how they'll do top this.
Yeah, when you consider that, I know some of us are Diamond seats, but like the cheapest seat was $20-some. The cheapest seat was $20-some, and if you're already from Korea, you got 3 skins and 3 champions if you don't own the champions, right? That's already costs a lot of RP,
Yeah.
right? Then you get a cloak.
Did the regular seats also get the swag?
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody got
yeah,
swag.
everybody. Yeah.
You got a cup,
Yeah.
and you got like lights and like bands.
Yeah.
You got all this merchandise, and then you got a mini concert. Like you go pay to see Imagine Dragons, like that's not that cheap of a concert. Like that's like, and I mean it's only half an hour altogether, probably or 25 minutes, but it was like with the whole opening ceremony and then the closing ceremony, like it was crazy for what you paid. Like, because
especially for the Korean citizens, because they didn't have to fly here.
Yeah, exactly. Like I mean, we paid a lot.
Yeah,
like, we paid $1,000. So it's like, awesome.
It's a bargain.
It's a bargain. Yeah. But like just considering like if I was born here and lived here, I only paid $55 and I got like everything. Right. Yeah. So it's a crazy deal.
And I got extra money before I got in.
Lucky, I think.
Yeah, I did get lucky. Oh my god.
The one thing I didn't like though about being in Korea for this tournament, I think, would have to be sounds of the crowd. I was talking to some guys earlier too. Like if you go to, I don't know, maybe it's just because
French.
I think it's just because either Korean culture, it's quiet or whatnot. But like you're in Canada, you're in America, you're in Europe even. Like the crowds are loud and they're way more exciting. Crowds are stomping, everybody's rumbling, everybody's chanting. A kill happens, bon, anything, right? But here it's like, just little noise makers. It's really quiet here. That's the culture. And it's just like even at the clubs, it's the same thing. Like people are really quiet. Like nobody's really.
Yeah, some girls are really timid.
Like everybody's really timid. Nobody's talking. But like if you go to like raving in Canada or Europe or North America or anywhere in North America, it's like we have like the EDC thing where everybody starts chanting and like getting everybody hyped up. And same thing with like at the events. Like we go a basketball game. I said I've been to basketball games with 400 people. That's 100th of what was here, and it's louder. It's louder. It's more exciting.
In the semifinal, when OMG and Royal Club was playing, that was louder.
Because it's
everyone was yelling, Royal Club, Royal Club.
Yeah, but like, exactly. And it's a smaller stadium too. But here it's like,
I really think the biggest reason is because a lot of these people saw what happened last season with SKT and Royal Club.
Yeah.
So they already knew what they were expecting. Which was another stomp. So they got. We saw some of the Koreans chanting for Royal Club in Game 3.
Yeah.
So the thing is, they're probably just used to seeing that, and they just expected it. So once they showed that competition, everybody woke up and were actually chanting. But then in Game 4, they already knew what was going to happen. As soon as they threw a dragon, then it was just like...
I was silent the last game.
We were falling asleep the first 2 games.
Yeah, that's true.
They're such stomps.
I mean, but part of it's like you gotta make it exciting. Like you said that you were there for season 2, right? And Ward kills. People were cheering Ward kills.
The thing was, it was just crazy. It's because
I know the matchups were a lot closer.
The matchups were a lot closer. Everything was just down to the wire, so you could get really into it.
That's true.
And that was actually like the first event for it, because the other one was over in Europe.
Right.
What they said, you heard what Expeke said, was the fact was in the first one they only had maybe
50 people.
50 people watching it on stream, maybe like 200 people at it.
Wasn't there like 100 people live in season 1?
Probably, I don't know. I didn't get to watch it, but that's exactly what Expeke said. But in this one, they filled it up like 10,000. Well, I mean, in the second one, and they were just loud.
Yeah.
They were just crazy. They just it was
Yeah, but it was much louder in the semifinals. It was much louder.
I think but you gotta realize that the sound is going up.
And I think
it's because of the games.
The part has to do with the venue too, right?
Yeah, and half of the venue
was like it's so spread out. Like you could see the distance between people. Like there's that middle part and stuff, but like like the more concave and the closer the seats get, like the better it gets, the louder it gets. So.
I did try to hype people up though. I was sitting next to 2 people dressed as minions, and we were dancing the whole time.
Oh.
But yeah, I was, I looked around and a lot of people just sitting down.
Yeah, very quiet.
Yeah, just like this or. So.
I had a guy from Brazil behind me cheering for Starhorn. That's pretty sick.
Was it okay? I met someone from Brazil too.
Yeah, I don't know.
The merchandise line. Just like one merchandise store, and
they need to have
a small one for 40,000 people. The line was like infinity long.
That was the bad part.
I feel bad for the cashiers.
Even Trinity apologized though.
Yeah.
Trinity apologized the first thing he came on stage. He's like, sorry for everything. Like, sorry you guys have to put up with everything. The line. The lines for the merchandise, the lines for all the events. He said like I think he just didn't expect what 40,000 people look like.
I couldn't even go to some events because I was just in line the whole time.
Yeah.
And then when I was done for merchandise line, I had to get in line for to get inside. But the line went through like all the way down the street through a tunnel, then looped back around, and then they finally opened up like all the gates, so then we could get inside. But it took us
a long time
30 minutes just to walk the
I
wrong
was
direction.
I was sitting down in the line for the first game.
Yeah.
I'm glad I had diamond tickets because then there's a diamond line, and that was extremely convenient. Because it was like there's no line, right? You just
but it was bad. It was bad mapping, or I didn't know it was Diamond Sea because there was just a small poster for like where the Diamond Sea is, and there that was standing low on the ground, and there was a bunch of people in front of it, so I couldn't see it.
Well,
I didn't put it up.
Well, that's why when you guys said there was a diamond line, that's the only reason I need to look for it. Yeah, that's the only reason I need to.
The food stands, though. You only got, yeah, they had a line that went straight across the seats. Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't bother even buying anything. I was just like, as soon as I got there, I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm not gonna buy food. Like, I already got merchandise next to him, and then I was just like, this is way too much. Way too many people everywhere. It's like, you can't, like, even there was a lineup to get, like, Coke cups, or what was that for?
Shavana cups, yeah.
Oh, the Shavana.
And I thought it was the line for tickets, but it was just to get a cup.
Big Coke stand? Yeah, there's this
shit.
Those Shavana Coke cups. They're, like, special.
And they were cool. But the line was
too huge.
If
you were in that line, that's the only thing you could have done. You
Did you see how far that line went back?
Yeah, that line went past the
ticket booth.
Yeah, you had to pick one line that you wanted to go to, and then you had to go in line for the stadium.
Yeah.
We gotta get some more exclusive stuff.
They should hand out like Shavana cups like with the other cup. Like that was like, especially when it wasn't kind of like a first come first serve. We only had like 5,000 kind of thing. It was like they obviously had a lot and they could give out a lot, and they made like an event out of it. But it was like you just create lines and lines and lines.
Why didn't they give that to us when we got our
That's
tickets?
what I'm saying.
We did get a Coca-Cola cup.
No, but
Shavana. Second one.
Were the Lux
it was the same thing.
Was it the same cup?
Yeah. No, it was a
different
cup. But the thing is that that's separately because they're one of their own things.
We bought them in the store.
Did
you? Yeah, at the border in North Korea.
Yeah, we got a couple.
The border there.
They had
the store
all
there.
the teams.
Yeah, you got the white ones. Yeah.
What's that? They had all the
and he bring it home.
Cola.
It's a cool story. You bought it to the border of North Korea. Yeah.
So it was like Coca-Cola's own private event.
Oh, okay. That made sense.
Wasn't League of Legends also like sponsored or supported by Game of Thrones?
Yes.
I would have loved to see some Game of Thrones swag.
Well, it was just for the season, because I mean they're not in season right now.
Yeah, that would have been so sick though.
I would have liked to see more like team swag, like so like you could go buy Galaxy shirts, some shirts, or like Royal Club shirts. I would have bought both for sure. I would have. But I mean, like even with the merchandise, like I mean, yeah, you kind of want to keep merchandise to one store with one sheet, so obviously it doesn't get as crazy as it did. And like even though it was crazy, it was still relatively a fast-moving line. Like, you guys went through that line in about an hour.
I would say a little more than that.
Here's the
maybe
thing,
more.
Because I came saw you guys at like 12. No, at 1. You guys weren't there till like half an hour. So yeah, an hour and a half.
Yeah.
But you guys, that was a far line.
It was.
In the semifinal, it was like a 5-minute line. 5-minute line.
The semifinals, they had like 5.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they only had 2.
What? 5 what?
They had like 3.
5 merch stores inside?
Inside?
3 merch stores inside, because I walked the whole
Yeah.
And then they had one big one outside.
Yeah, but there was no line.
There was no line.
There was no lines.
What the hell?
There was less people. But this one, I don't think they had like the room to make. I don't know.
Was the crowd
stadium is huge?
I know the stadium is huge. But
was the crowd as filled in the semifinals?
yeah,
it was just as filled. Wow.
With the Koreans, it was sold out.
Just the first day. The second day was not that many people.
75%.
Yeah, because
because it was
just Chinese teams.
team, but they went crazy. Game 5.
I still can't believe I was just at home watching that on my monitor, and now
How did it look?
I was like there. Oh my god!
It looked good there.
As good as me.
Yeah. It was pretty cool seeing like I think the main thing for me was seeing everyone I've been seeing for the last 3 years on the screen, like in person.
Yeah, they were
That
shorter than I expected.
Yeah.
I don't know
Jad
why.
was taller than I expected. Jad was taller than I
I
expected.
don't know. I think it's just like the Koreans are all just short, and I was just expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. They're just all like similar heights.
Reek was like wearing formal wear and then like sneakers. That was pretty sick. Oh man! And then like the NA casters had 2 booths, and then everyone else had like 1. LPL and OGN only had 1 booth.
That's because OGN had pretty much the live feed, right?
Yeah.
Like, Koreans watch the live feed because they understand Korean.
When I was watching the game, like the bass felt so sick. Like whenever like Jace would transform and the whole stadium like rumbles because of the bass. Oh my god, it felt so good. Any more questions?
In the venue, I think they can turn up the volume for at least for me. Maybe I have bad ears, but.
Oh yeah, did you guys notice when the screen got brighter?
Yeah,
I was like, wow!
Well, it was cleaner.
Yeah. But it went back down again.
It was the sun that was blocking it.
Oh man.
So it was mostly. They should have waited at least.
Yeah, I think they should because the last 2 games was much more cooler because of it was dark and yeah, it's like and people are maybe more shy to like. People are more shy to go screaming like that if it's so bright and you just like. I think so. That if it's dark, the people they go more loose if it's dark. For screaming and like that.
The crazy part was like when they were shooting shirts. Like I was just trying to walk and like jumping, and I was like getting destroyed.
I thought somebody was like gonna get hurt.
Like the shirts, and then like they throwing the balls. Everybody's just like running and like just like jumping on top of each other. That was crazy.
Yeah, I think the only thing that sucked was no offense to the way that OGN runs it, but the last 2 events when the Americans ran it, they did swag every single break. And then they also shot the Kog'Maw cannon in every single break. I don't know if it was different from.
They did swag every break. They did do swag. They threw that like the toys and stuff.
They did the
No, they
swag
had
every
the
sometimes,
Kog'Maw cannon, no?
but not every single.
Yeah, not every single.
They only did it
First time.
They only shot the shirts once. The shirts were once, but then they were
Those are the
constantly
time-
throwing out
yeah.
the toys, like the cat skits, the muffins and stuff. Like I saw it, like if it wasn't in our crowd, it'd be like in platinum or silver seeds or
like
gold
platinum
seeds
always
or whatever. Like they were just throwing it in those areas.
In Diamond, we gotta just.
Diamond
was
was less. Platinum was always just throwing.
Yeah, platinum and gold and gold. So platinum was right in the middle back and gold everywhere else. So like I always saw them throwing toys out there. So.
You guys have game in Korean server, so what's the difference between Korean server and your server?
Oh my god.
What's the biggest?
What the professional players were, what they always said in the interviews was actually true when they all just rushed down mid and like team fight in like level 1 team fight in that island brush in the river, like on bottom side. That was crazy. I thought they were just bullshitting.
They always do that.
Yeah, they always did
Always
that.
invade.
Yeah. And then like sometimes like we just full on invade and we'd walk to like second tier mid turret and we just like dance there. It was pretty crazy. But when I played on Changwon's account, I think there was I think we overestimate like the rankings between NA and Korea or Europe and Korea because Platinum felt like really low tier here.
But that's also because of how they changed the leagues, right? Like just like even now, like gold, silver, platinum are all really despairingly worse than when they were before they added master. Before it was easy to do. Before they had
Ever since they added the
silver
master
1 decay. No, even the silver 1 decay, and then when they removed like tier 1 decays.
Oh yeah.
Right, for LP.
Oh
Remember how like when you hit there, all of a sudden you start getting like 5 points at a time, and all of a sudden you gain 1 point to like match your MMR, and then also
They didn't experience what we experienced.
yeah, that
and then also
tough times.
No, I mean they were exactly the way they experienced it.
I don't know, man. I came from the land of 1500 MMR.
And then
Like season 2.
and then just like after that, it was just kind of like now it's like people climb so fast. So like what's platinum now is not what platinum used to be. Like the only way to actually know where you're at is MMR. If you know the MMR, then you know what you're actually playing because MMR is still the same. Like people who are playing at your MMR won't be that good. Like that's
OP.GG.
Okay. Well, I want you guys to say how your experience was in our fives game. Go exactly the way you want. You guys were the bot lane.
Yeah.
Bot lane. Go.
Yeah. It's all about level 1. I feel like it's so important. And we was changing settings like stuff like that. So I was late to helping blue buff. So we got late one time and we just got shit on.
They play very aggressive.
We got Trash just went in front of the minion line. We got zoned out from level 1 because we were sure they were because they got the caster minion, so they will get to level 2. And we just had to stay back like the whole laning phase. So.
But one game when they play very aggressive, we too also did that. So we got level 2 first, then we started winning.
It's all about level 1. But I feel the server ping is pretty good here. It's like
8.
It just it's better here than in Europe. So it's like almost that. I think that's so the. On LAN events, the Korean has an advantage because LAN event the ping is 0, right? So it's more they're more used to it. So it's because I'm here playing from Counter-Strike and it's very different. The hitbox is like it's so, and the same with skill shots. So it's very they have a huge advantage there to almost playing at the LAN server all the time. So I think that that's why they're probably so good at LAN events as well.
Yeah, I had to change my client language today when I was at the PC bank because I couldn't read anything. Oh my god.
Well, I just wanted to say this. From what I experienced was we had 2 diamond players from Europe, as well as myself that was gold, and then 1 silver, and then also you, Chung-Hoon, that was platinum. And we were playing on accounts that were around gold and platinum, and we did our 5s. It was either we were getting stomped, or we were the ones crawling in for the win. We went 2-2, very, very aggressive whenever they see a jungler that's not very aggressive. I always had to leave my lane to try to help Chung-Hoon at blue buff. It was not fun. He pit fiddlesticks. They had a Fizz jungle first game, and he went straight onto him immediately. I tried to blow everything to try to save him. So first game, that little bit right there set us back because they just kept exploiting fiddlesticks until 6. And then in the third game, it was that too. But Uramis carried us in those games. You went all out and just sacrificed yourself for the wins. But my biggest problem was Gnar, because I've been on the ship for 3 months. I come back to this annoying little shit that I have no clue how to play against, and trying to play a tank with. So I just said that. Harass me all day. Full tank mode. Harass me all day. And I don't know. I just wanted to say is they're very aggressive, and it's pretty close to what they're saying. And I do have to say, when I played solo queue at the time when we were drunk, and their communication, I never even talked, and they just pinged. They know exactly what to do when it comes to that. And we were playing around gold and platinum, and I didn't have to say anything, just follow, especially when I was supporting. So
How are the pings here?
Pings?
Like when people ping, because I find when I play, I don't know, when I play NA, like it's really bad. Like even when I was playing platinum and like low diamond, like I borrow my friend's account, I can only support at that level. I can't do anything else because I suck too much.
Yeah, it's not that bad here.
Yeah, but when I played and people would ping, like they have like it's very bronze level ping in North America. Like they constantly ping, like they're trying to control what you do, and it's
the Koreans are very smart. All of them.
And like like I don't know what it is, but like no matter where I was playing in North America, it was like the pings were always like constantly pinging random shit really badly. I'm like, hey, what are you pinging? Like you ping and then you like they'll ping a target. So I started going in. All of a sudden I realized nobody's around. He's like, oh, why didn't you look at map? I'm like, why do you ping when it's not your target? Why are you pinging me? Like I don't know. Do we need to not ping? Because it's like as soon as you see the ping, that means react to the ping.
But
Koreans use.
I remember the one game we lost because of you didn't understand our pinging system. So
Yeah,
because
we couldn't.
we saw Rice at top. We were they were 4 and we were 5. And we said Rice at top line, so we should fight them. So we ping at we ping Rice, right?
Yeah.
And then our tank he leaves us, and then he's like walking up and started to walk, and the other and he flash engaged with Ramos, and everyone. So we lost that fight because you left us.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. I had problems. So I was like, type, because we weren't in Skype or anything like that. So I was like, I did have some problems in the first and third game. But at least we won our second and then fourth. Remember that game where we were getting stomped so hard?
Yeah, that was Israel.
That was Israel. Yes.
Oh shit! Like 20.
We finally killed him.
Oh yeah, we got it.
17-1.
You killed him and then surrendered.
It was like 21. Yeah, 21 or something.
He's like, you
So
get
there was-
good, please.
There was
and then
one thing
surrender.
that was interesting because you said like you had that Katarina who was super fed.
Yeah, but everybody else were decent except I think mid lane.
And then you guys just all left the game though.
Yeah.
Like was it like before surrender? Like
No, in the first games, him and we had 3 games in a row where someone was like, fuck this, and they left.
Yeah.
And it was always a support. And I was supporting, so basically, when they see that they're not going to win, or like by a slightest chance they won't win, they'll just leave.
Yeah. Like today.
that was interesting. I didn't realize you actually did that.
That's true.
Yeah, today me and him like we forgot to pay and we got disconnected, and then when I came back, the game was already over. Like
everyone just left.
It was a close game, right? And I was gonna come back, but as soon as I logged back in, I lost. Like I saw the match history and it said defeat, and I was like, wow, they give up so fast.
I do have to say it bug splats a lot here though. At least in the PC cafes. Our first game we had our mid laner bug splat 5 times and that's why we lost.
And I missed 2 times, but
Like shit.
Yeah, then I'll tap.
yeah.
Yeah, when you alt tab while you're gaming.
It doesn't like it, huh?
Yeah.
Is it the Korean client that's doing that?
Yeah, I think so.
It's always alt tab and then
I never had that problem.
Yeah, I don't have that problem in North America. I will tell.
No, here, like really, I didn't have that.
that's why it's
problem.
bug splatting, so alt tab to change music.
Okay, this has been almost done. So let's now have our last thing.
Okay.
Yeah. What will be good for the last one?
The future of esport, or was it?
Yeah. What?
Were you gonna ask us about the future of esport, or?
I'm thinking about that. What will be best question?
What made you guys think coming all the way to Korea to watch World Championship Finals was such a good idea? Why the fuck did you do that? Do you
That could
consider
be
yourself
good.
super nerds or
Yeah.
what?
That could be a nice question. Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you guys, but yeah.
What was our favorite Korean?
Who's our favorite Korean?
Hey. Oh. Yeah. Let's do that question.
Okay, got this.
Are you satisfied that your decision to come to Korea to watch?
That was actually a funny story because he was saying to me that final. Now we got we were see the final, but he didn't have money, so we just joking about it and let's go. And then suddenly I just put my foot down. Let's go now. I'm ordering the flight. We're on the way to Sweden to buy stuff, right? And we were just sitting there, just talking for fun. Like we didn't plan it at all. We just like, just let's go, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Now I'm ordering the tickets and we just did it. We didn't plan it. We didn't have just go.
Yeah, same thing. As soon as I got hired for my new job, I was like, I could make some decent money here. And then my mom was asking me, well, what are you planning to do with my money? I was like, I'm just gonna go to Korea for League of Legends. She's like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll go. I want to see what it's like. And it's Korea. I've always wanted to go to Korea. So
same here. I always want to go to Asia. So
it was a pretty good decision for me to come all the way here.
Yeah. and I don't regret it at all. Like
I wouldn't.
it was
I would
like
come
it was
back
an
here.
insane experience, and just everything, just like going up for the events and the time in between. We had so much fun and a good touring, and it was great and no problems.
Yeah, same. Like even if the finals suck.
Yeah.
Even if the finals suck, like I've had so much fun in between the finals, like the games. Like I've had so much fun just being here in Korea.
Yeah.
Like I did kind of the same thing. Like, well, I knew the finals were going to be in Korea, and I've been wanting to go to Korea, so I was like, man, I kind of want to go. So I'm like, well, if I can get good tickets, if I can get diamond tickets, I'll come.
Yeah.
So I got diamond tickets. I hated my job. I was working like 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 5 days a week, and then I worked a second job, and then I said fuck it, and I just quit, and I came here. I quit, came here, decided I was gonna go on a vacation. I didn't want to go with anybody. I just wanted to have fun on my own. So
It's definitely more fun when you're like off the leash, no schedule or anything.
yeah, it's just relaxing.
Getting lost isn't a worry.
Yeah.
You discover new things.
So it's been good.
Vernon, go.
Chung-Un left though.
Sorry, same question.
Okay. I also really like coming over here.
Why did you want to come though?
I love League of Legends, right? I went to season 3. Season 3 World Championships, and that was in LA, and that's a lot closer. Still a lot of money, but I really enjoyed it over there. So when I heard that championship was going to be going in Korea, I thought, hey man, I always wanted to go to Korea anyway. I've had a little bit of food from there, and it was delicious. So I like eating a lot of food all the time. So
Street food.
Their pastries are incredible. The bread is so good. Anyway, me and Alonzo, I think we bought our tickets like 3 months ago, and yeah, I don't regret it at all. The thing though is in America, esports is not really very big, especially where I live and where I work. They ask me, why are you going to South Korea? And then I tell them, I'm going to play League of Legends, and they're like, what is that? Is that a... and then I have to explain, it's a video game, and then they ask, are you playing? And I'm like, no, I'm not good enough. And when I say video game, they think like Mario or, you know,
And
1980s Nintendo.
They're like, you're serious? You're gonna go watch it?
Yeah.
You're gonna watch a video game? Well, I mean, be in Korea as well. Like, there's other things to do. Like,
but they, they
have that mental block there. Like,
yeah, they haven't really thought about Korea or what it's like over there, or even video games. It's not what they grew up with, so it's not important to them. But other people have other things that are important to them, and League of Legends is important to me.
Lonzo, you're gonna speak now.
It's all good.
Say a little bit.
I lost my voice from yelling at Worlds, so I might have been one of the only
You mean
people.
more like yelling at the person that's not here?
But I lost my voice from yelling at Worlds and drinking at Hong Day. But, I'm really glad I went to Korea. I honestly had no plans of going abroad. I like staying home, but I'm glad I decided to make the jump. Everybody's been really friendly, and the food's good. And where I live, it's so small, I would never meet Canadians or Norwegians or anything like that. So, and I'm glad I ended up going. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, alright. I was on a ship, and I was out at sea for 60 days. I don't know. I had a choice between Vegas to try to win the money to go to Korea, or just straight up buy it. And then this man right here, if it wasn't for him, that Reddit post, and that gave me all these answers to my dreams to actually see this. Because I used to date a girl in Korea around New Year's. Didn't work out, but I came here and only got to see very little of Korea. But now, because of him, I've seen so much. I've actually felt like, would you say, someone that actually lives here? Because I'm able to go hit the train system, actually get places by myself, and actually have a lot of fun. But it makes me feel like I really should learn Korean. So hopefully next time I will actually speak. But the biggest thing is I've been going since season 2. and this is my 3rd championship, and it feels like League of Legends is like a little golden egg that just keeps getting bigger and bigger each year. And I want to try to keep going to all the championships no matter where they're at, because luckily for being a sailor, I had that opportunity. And I'd have to say, just because of him, I got to meet all of these guys. Lord over here, this man. Only reason why my body's in rough shape.
By too many shots. I'm getting old.
Partying 4 days. I'm the oldest man in the group. I'm 26. But partying 4 days in a row has really killed me. Finally got to sleep last night, even when he's texting me at 5 in the morning. But I mean,
You coming?
we had a great time with the Norwegians. I was happy to finally see some Americans.
Oh yeah.
Not be the only minority.
USA.
And then I got to see some Canadians a few days later that are just as crazy. So I
maple syrup.
have to say I'm really thankful for Chong-un for doing this for us.
Yeah,
'Cause,
bringing people.
if it wasn't for him, I would have just came for the 19th and on. But then I was like, screw it. I get off in I'll have like 5 days of time in America. I'll come straight here, even though I worked 80 days straight.
This
So-
is the best vacation ever.
Best vacation
It's
so
the
far.
best vacation of my life. So
Come on, guys. Come on. Okay. For me, also it was a kind of good experience. One of the best experience for me to guide those foreigners widely. Well, it was also fun to me, and because of you guys, I have some confidence too. I'm very thankful to you guys too. Thank you for following me. Thank you for believing me.
Yeah, thank you for not like setting me up for a scam and robbing
Yeah.
me and killing me.
Thank you for not like.
Yeah. It could have been so much
Yeah.
worse, right?
It could have been like.
I'm not in English. I'm not in English. I'm not expressing myself.
We could have been
That's it, I'm
sold.
wrong.
We could have been sold as slaves in Korea.
Yeah, I just really have to say thank you for just doing this all out of your
Yeah.
pocket. Just basically doing it for
Now let's
free,
go
so-
clubbing, gompe.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.